All right, guys. Yeah, bit of a live unboxing for you. Pretty much as the title and description suggest, got a box of beer from Beer52. And before I am hearing myself, so before I get into it, I'd just like to give my good friend Craig over at Kent Beer Reviews a massive shout out. Um, because if it wasn't for him, this wouldn't have happened. And what I'm going to do also is include a sort of like a referral code in the description. So if this box has intrigued you, or the concept has intrigued you, and you're part of the UK, then feel free to use that link and get yourself a nice discount on a box of beer. And I think I get a free box of beer also for anyone who decides to give them a try. So that would be greatly appreciated if that happened. It's not the be all and end all, of course. But yeah, so I thought I'd do a little bit of live unboxing. But as you can see, I've already looked at it because I was basically bullied into it by my family because they wanted to see what was in the box. Sort of like a Brad Pitt in Seven. So I got myself a beer. Even though feeling slightly worse for wear today because I had a nice drinking session last night with my dad and my cousin. I went to a couple of the local pubs. The pub that's literally at the top of my road has a nice little craft beer range now, and like international beers, and it's like a little takeout service as well. So quite cheap for some of the stuff there. I mean, yeah, obviously the regular stuff like Beavertown and some Magic Rock beers, but some left-handed brewing company. Who else? Two Roads, some German beers, some Belgian beers. Trying to think of others that I saw. Obviously, I draw a blank as soon as I bring that point up, but I think like between £3 and £4, and then you got a quid off all the beers if you took them out. So to have that literally on my doorstep, happy days. But yeah, I also tried Bud Light for the first time. I'm not gonna lie, I actually quite enjoyed it, and I fucking hate these headphones. But the microphone's pretty good. So yeah, I don't know why would they invent something like this that only has one actual headphone. I don't understand. Or did it have two and they're destroyed? I just found these in my bedroom, so I thought I'd use them. But yeah, I look like I'm a shitty call operator sort of person. But yeah, as you can see, got a nice little display starting up there with my beer mats and things. It's a work in progress. It looks pretty shitty right now. Not that you can probably see it because I'm guessing with my internet connection, the video quality is really crap. But we've got two viewers and got some comments already. So first one is from Craig. Speak of the devil, not in a bad way, of course. And he says, "Hi, matey." Then Northern Southern Beer Reviews, Jonathan. Right, that box is ideal for my tortoise to hibernate in the winter, mate. Cheers. LOL. Happy days. Then Craig says, "Hi, Jonathan, mate." And then Jonathan replies, "Hi, Craig, matey." So, yeah, feel free to comment with whatever during this video, and I'll read them every now and then. But, yeah, so thought I'd have a beer while I unbox this, and I'm currently drinking the Tunnel Vision from Steambox Brewery. Had their porter, funny enough, in Germany a few months back, and I thought that was really damn good. And I saw that in our local Aldi, so I thought I'd give it a try, and it's not bad for a bitter. It's not too bad. It's not my favourite style. What's this little tuft of her doing? See, I'm already in an irritable mood today. Yeah, Beer52, pretty much next day, this pack arrived. So great service from them. I wish I could say the same about Hermes though, because today you should have seen a video from a good friend Dean from Dean's Beer Reviews, because I sent him a beer mail earlier this week, and I used Hermes because I've never had problems with Hermes before. Even though I've only used them to have items delivered to me and not really to pick items up. And I got an email today saying that the box that I sent was damaged and they disposed of it all. And it's like, it's probably like one beer has probably smashed, but you throw the whole fucking box away. It's like, what a waste. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, hopefully I can get a bit of money back for that, but it's a little bit iffy because I don't know if they will, because it's alcohol. Which it's like, if I remember correctly, it's not. They will take it, but it's almost like, well, if something happens to the package, we're not going to be held responsible, sort of thing. So fingers crossed, I can actually claw a little bit of money back and then maybe put another box together for Dean, or send him like a £20 voucher for a beer website, that sort of thing. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I was devastated to hear that because I was really intrigued to see what Dean would have thought about some of the beers that I sent him. But yeah, Hermes, poor showing. I could have sent her with Royal Mail, but the thieving bastards wanted like 16 quid for it. Where Hermes, very reputable company, and it cost me about £5 to post it. So I don't know. Would I use them again? Maybe. Probably not for beer mails, but we shall see. But anyway, we're not here to whinge and moan. We're here to celebrate with the wonder that is beer. So already know what's in here because it's I think it's like a monthly sort of box deal thing. So you pretty much know what you're going to get a lot of the time. And it's all revolving around the Indy-Man-Beer-Con in Manchester, which is happening next week, I think. Speaking of Manchester, was supposed to be potentially meeting up with Rob from Hobscene today because he's got a sort of like a Cantillon tasting event. And we were going to hit up like Cloudwater and go to a few bars, but money's a little bit tight. Let's just leave it at that. But that would have been a great little day out. I'm long overdue a day trip to Manchester. So, yeah, I think this should tide me over. And I don't think I'll be going to Indy-Man this year again for financial reasons. And I was thinking, actually, of volunteering there. But, with all the fuss and coming back to the UK, I was really in no mood, to be honest. But anyway, so a big box of beer, and we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 in this one. And yeah, all the information about Beer 52 and the service is down below. So like I said, if you're interested in it, I will put my referral link down there also. So shan't keep this video going for too long. So let's just get on with it. First of all, let's get the snacks out of the way. So in this, you get a packet of Soffles mini rosemary and thyme pita chips. So they sound intriguing. Interested to see how they turn out. So that's a nice addition. Speaking of a nice addition, we get a nice edition of a Ferment magazine, which should be good toilet reading, I suppose. Yeah, I really like the layout of that, like the art direction of the magazine, focusing on Buxton Brewery, and then they talk about Indy-Man and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, nice. Not really read too much in terms of beer-related literature, so that should be okay. So anyway, the beer's in question, and I need a better place to store this because it's going to fall off my knee, and I don't need 2 boxes of beer being destroyed in one day. So we shall put you there, and yeah, let's get on with it. First and foremost, we've got a bottle of beer from Siren, who I'm severely lacking on. And all the beers that I've had from Siren so far have been pretty damn good. Excuse me. So this is the Broken Dream Breakfast Stout. clocking in at 6.5%. Always loved the art direction from Siren. These are obviously sirens in terms of mermaids, and very nautical in terms of labels and names and things. And they do some really intriguing beers. And I've heard a couple of people talking about this one, so always happy to get a nice breakfast stout. So there's that one. Then we've got a bottle from Buxton, and this is the Sonrisa. I'm not sure how that's pronounced, but this is the Clementine and Lemon Pale, a juicy breakfast beer. And yeah, it has got a nice little bit of haze in it in the bottle, but look at that artwork, absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I'm expecting some nice fruity flavors with that. So, and Buxton are a brewery that I need to try more of their beers. You'll hear me saying that a hell of a lot, not just in this video, but in my English reviews anyway. Next up, we've got a can from the 5 Points Brewing Company, and this is the London Brew 5 Points Pilsner, a crisp, refreshing, unfiltered Pilsner lager, dry hopped with traditional noble hops, clocking in at 4.8%. So that's going to be a nice beer just to throw back. And I do enjoy a good Pilsner. So yeah, again, another brewery that I've not really had, I don't think I've had any beers from them. So it's going to be a nice little introduction box, I would say. Then we've got another beer from Buxton, and this is the Origo, which is Pater's beer, or Father's beer. This light Belgian pale ale is the beginning of a lineage series exploring the traditions of brewing in Belgium. So this is clocking in at 4%. Awesome looking artwork on that one. Hopefully I can save some of these labels. But yeah, really, really nicely presented. So nice and elegant. Classic but contemporary at the same time. So we've got that. Then we've got another can of beer. This time from Ridgeside Brewing Company. And this is the Saison 17 with some cool 80s looking artwork there. So, built from a rustic foundation of barley, wheat, and oats, brought to life by an experimental hybrid yeast, courtesy of our friends at Lallemand, Saison 17 is a retro-futurist farmhouse ale. New French hop variety Barber Rogue brings subtle notes of red fruit. Excuse me. Lovely burp into a microphone for you guys. Brings subtle notes of red fruit to this quintessential summer beer, designed by Dark. So yeah, pretty cool looking can, and I've not had a Saison for quite a while, so looking forward to that. Then we're going back over to the 5 Points Brewing Company, and we've got a bottle of the Railway Porter, aromas of chocolate and coffee with hints of caramel brewed with East Kent Goldings hops, clocking in at 4.8%. So got a nice pale beer from these guys, and then a nice dark beer, which is always a good way to try a brewery, which is something I picked up from James at Rampant Liar Beer Reviews. I feel like the stomach acid coming back up. I very rarely have like proper drinking sessions, well, aside from like chats and stuff. But I don't know, I get much more pissed when I'm actually at a pub as opposed to drinking at home. Even though I'd probably say I drink a little bit more when I do the chats and that sort of thing. But yeah, it was a good time, even though one of the pubs we went to is pretty much dead on its arse. But they did have Caledonian's Edinburgh Castle bitter, which was absolutely gorgeous. So I'll have to see if I can pick up a bottled version of that, see what it was like. But that was just like a lovely chocolatey, milky, porridgey sort of bitter, really, and that was really, really nice. So quickly have a look at the comments. Let me see. We've got a few comments actually. So got Lee Russell. Hey Lee, one earphone, it's so you can still hear yourself properly in a conversation. Two headphones will often lend a person to shout as well. That's fair. Yeah, that makes complete sense, to be honest, because this is a gaming headset. So, yeah, because we all need children shouting at adults on Call of Duty. Then, another to the beer reviews. Jonathan says, quite enjoy Steambox. Then we have a couple of comments from Troy. Tony Howard. Can't even read today. Oi Oi Savaloy. And the party beer is the beer of the monks got to drink as the day-to-day beverage. Very nice. So yeah, looking forward to seeing how that one pans out. And then Craig writes, had 8 beers, not the cans. Ah, I see. So these are the additional beers. Because I know it actually said on the website. Because I think you could like upgrade them. So yeah, happy to give those a try. Anyway, back onto the beers, and I'll come back to the comments in a little while. Next up, another beer from Buxton, and this time we've got the Kingslayer from. I've just said it's from Buxton, and then say the Kingslayer from Buxton. Yes, this is a double IPA. Always store chilled, drink super fresh, and respect the hops. Clocking in at 8% ABV. I'm sure Craig and Jake did a review of this one on one of their little outings. If you could confirm that, Craig. But yeah, cool looking artwork, and always enjoy a good double IPA. So that's 3 beers from Buxton, which is a nice little surprise, I suppose. Then we've got a beer from Scotland from the Fierce Brewery, and this is the Moose, which is a chocolate stout, clocking in at 4.5%. Velvety and smooth, yet light and easy drinking. This chocolate milk stout is chock full of cacao notes, luxurious yet sessionable. No moose were harmed in the production of this beer. That's always good to. It's always good to know. Cool looking artwork. Has that sort of like punk feel to it. Very edgy, that sort of thing. But yeah, I heard a few people talking about their beers, so I'm happy to give those a try. Then we've got. I've just looked at that one. And another beer from Buxton, and this is the Pale Citra, Euconaut, and Victoria's Secret. Fantastic artwork on that one. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, really impressed actually with the artwork on the Buxton beers. I'm looking forward to review them and seeing who actually did the designs. Can't really read it. But yeah, that sounds really nice. Don't think I've had a beer with the Euconaut hop. Although I know a lot of breweries are doing like pale ales and double dry hop beers with the Euconaut hop. And then the final beer is, I think, is this like the official beer of the festival? It's a session IPA from Dry and Bitter Brewing Company. And yeah, it's the Indy-Man Pale Ale. Indy-Man Pale Ale is a homage to one of our favourite festivals. This session IPA features all the hops from our series of Pale Ales, Mosaic, Simcoe and Citra, with just a little bit more of everything. So now you can truly enjoy your hops in quantity. So Dry and Bitter Brewing Company out of Denmark is that. I thought they'd have been a Manchester-based brewery. But cool artwork on there once again. I do like the artwork that they have for the Manchester, for Indy-Man as well. Especially that little character with the big nose that they have. It looks like an absolutely fantastic festival. Hopefully next year I can go there. But yeah, cool logo for the brewery as well. Not sure how well you can see that. But yeah, not a bad little selection of beers there. And that's 10 more reviews for the channel. Yeah, very excited to try these beers. I'm interested to see what next month's box will be. Don't know if I will get it. Probably will if someone uses my link. No, that's very shady to be like that, Peter. But yeah, Uh, Not a bad little selection. Every now and then, boxes like this are pretty good. I mean, we had the Mikkeller beer mail when I was in Germany. That was an interesting experience. Got to try a lot of Mikkeller beers because I'd really only had one Mikkeller beer up to that point. Big issue with that was it was just primarily pale beers, which made sense because it was like a summery sort of box. But at least here I've got a range of different beers. Got some hoppy beers to get through fairly soon, so I don't lose any character. And yeah, got some nice stouts, porters, Belgian style beers, and yeah, I'm very very happy with that box. Plus, got the snacks and the magazine too, so gonna have to get those beer points on the website as well, so I can become a master taster, whatever that means. So I'll quickly read the final comments before I leave, because I don't really think you want to have me sit here for absolutely ages. Kingslayer is fantastic, says Craig. Yes, me and Jake shared a bottle in Canterbury. I thought that was the one. And yeah, Jonathan writes, nice selection, mate. Lovely looking beers. Yeah, like I said, quite impressed with that. And yeah, I'm always on the lookout for other services like that, especially when you get like discount codes and stuff like that to try. 'Cause I'm a cheap bastard. Let's not forget that. I'm a cheap bastard. But yeah, big shout out to Craig for setting me up with that link, which yeah, you can. I'll put that link down below for everyone as well as mine, because I think we should be doing stuff like that. Yeah, helping each other out, that sort of thing. But yeah. Anyway, not going to keep you too long. I've got Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker on pause, so I'm looking forward to playing that. Plus, I'm starting to get a little bit hungry. Don't know if I'll have any beers tonight because I still feel a little bit delicate. And yeah, if you've tried any of these beers or you've tried the service before, let me know your thoughts, opinions. Any recommendations for any beers, breweries, festivals, or other boxes like this? Just feel free to let me know. And yeah, most importantly, check out those links so you can get yourself a nice discount on your own box if you're interested. So, one last final read of the comments before I go. No, I haven't had any new. Big thank you to all the guys who sat through and live watching me do this. Jonathan, Craig, Tony, and Lee. Yeah, check out Craig's channel, all that sort of stuff. Because again, want a big thank you to him. And yeah, I'm a little pissed off that Dean didn't get his package because yeah, there were a couple of beers that I'd have liked to have done live reviews, but this has sort of softened the blow a little bit. Anyway, thank you guys for sticking with me, and yeah, I hope you'll join me for the reviews of these beers. See you guys later, and yeah, very awkward sign off because I completely forgot what I wanted to say. See you later.